And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
A 1st carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
Told y'all was going to be a big one.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something they can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Operating from the gun, Wilson flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
And goal.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Seahawks nothing.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
56, the mark, 56, check 56. Watch the screen. 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he is all the way up past the 25. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
First down.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Back at the 36-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 36 yards on the play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
39.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
27-yard line. It's a gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
27-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Buccaneers 24, Seahawks 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pickup on the play. And it's
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
56, Mike, 56.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
That makes the score Buccaneers 31.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quicker.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And now it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Funchess is free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, it's Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Seahawks 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for two. The quarterback will keep it himself. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
4th down.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check, 56. And let's get this. Tighten up. One time.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Let him know. Hatch it. Hey, check 24.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
39. Seahawks 18. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. But it's going to be 2nd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They find some open field here. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This likely a must-have, third and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Colby Parkinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
39. Seahawks 26. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
27-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Agnew now to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Buccaneers, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.